To Chambers County and day 2 of the insulin murder trial of Sarah Hartsfield. Today, the jury hearing witness testimony from the mother of Hartsfield's deceased husband.
Hartsfield is accused of killing her 5th husband, Joseph, back in 2023. Stephen Goen joins us live now with more. And Stephen, you've been in court all day. Give us the latest.
Hey, Ron. So today in court, the jury, they heard from both family members and opening statements on both sides in this case. On one side, the defense, they are arguing that Joseph Hartfield's death was the result of his own health problems, while on the other side, the prosecution, they are saying that Sarah Hartsfield isolated and resented her husband, eventually killing him. Take a look. Here's some video of Sarah Hartsfield in court. Prosecutors telling the jury that Sarah and Joseph constantly fought. Still, when Joseph was planning to leave, prosecutors say that Sarah did, quote, whatever she could to stop it. Then in January 2023, when Joseph suffered a diabetic emergency, prosecutors argue that Sarah delayed calling for help, which ultimately led to his death. Now, the defense has countered that the indictment itself lists Joseph's death as unknown and said prosecutors don't have clear evidence. They argue that Joseph mismanaged his own diabetes care and other health issues. They said that Sarah had just had breast cancer surgery as well and was on narcotics around the time when Joseph had his medical incident. And they argued that she was delayed calling 911 because she was in shock. Today, the jury also heard from Joseph's mother, Helen, who said that her son's relationship with Sarah moved too quickly. Helen also testified that she started to worry about Joseph's safety after Sarah admitted that she'd killed an ex-boyfriend in self-defense. Helen also testified that her son had confided some fears in her about, quote, dying in his sleep, and even asked her for money to open a new bank account when he planned to leave Sarah. In court, prosecutors also played some pretty concerning voicemail. This is a voicemail that Joseph left his mother after he'd had a fight with Sarah. He essentially said, "I went home preparing to be shot, but nothing happened." He died a few days later. Now, today we did also hear testimony from Joseph's sister. She's continuing to testify right there in that courthouse. A testimony could continue for another 2 or 3 weeks with more family called, medical experts, and law enforcement as well. For now in Chambers County, Stephen Goen, KHOU 11 News.
Wow, a lot of different dramatic elements. Stephen Goen, thank you.